The secondhand market for J fashion is absolutely absurd now, like we have to talk about it. J fashion has always been rooted in creativity, self-expression, and community. It used to be about sharing pieces with your local comm, trading with friends, and of course experimenting with your own style. And seeing that spirit get replaced with insane pricing and exclusivity honestly hurts. It pushes out new fans who can't afford to drop hundreds on a single Liz Lisa skirt, and it also discourages longtime collectors who just want to enjoy their favorite styles without feeling like they need to take out a loan for a piece. This wave of J fashion inflation, or let's call it jflation, has made it a lot harder for us girlies to find cute pieces at an affordable price. Like once upon a time, I used to find really cute pieces from Liz Lisa, Mars, or La Parfait for not such a high price tag. Like it's actually gotten insane. Have you guys seen what they're charging for Liz Lisa Sukapans now? Like the pricing. It's insane. I've literally seen Sukapans go for like $200, $300, even $500, and I'm like, who is paying these prices? So yeah, girl, when I saw those prices, I knew I had to make a video about this because I'm like, this is not it. And listen, it's not just Liz Lisa pieces, it's literally all different types of brands. They're not affordable when they're new clothes, and they're not affordable when they're secondhand clothes, so I'm like, what are we supposed to buy? Because there's not that many options. Like seriously, this trend is spreading across brands, with iconic pieces that used to cost pocket change now going for freaking luxury prices. What was once a fun niche community full of secondhand treasures has become an extremely competitive marketplace where vintage releases are treated like damn gold. It used to feel so welcoming, but now it's crowded with trend hoppers and resellers who treat J fashion like it's a cash grab. And I know this might sound a little bit corny, but for most of us, J fashion is more than just clothing. It's also a way to find joy and comfort in these hard times. And with these prices climbing higher and higher, that joy gets harder to hold on to when you can't even snag a single piece. Like at this point, it doesn't feel like a supportive community, but more like a rich girl's paradise. So for today, we're gonna dive into how the hell we got here and what we can do to stop this madness so that you don't fall into any overpriced resellers trap. Let's dive into a Reddit thread that perfectly captures the J fashion community's frustration, as someone pleaded, and I quote, "For the love of God, stop enabling these prices." So yeah, let's just read this together. Very controversial take that gets brought up all the time, boo-hoo, I know. But I'm feeling like opening my mouth again because I think some of you need a reality check and potential help on the dangers of addiction/gambling. Since some of these people that are in fact paying these prices are clearly suffering from it, because Liz Lisa shouldn't cost the same price as a cheap iPhone. Stop engaging with J fashion resellers, stop giving into their bait, and stop using these posts as your opportunity to sell not even rare items for $. Just because you're clearly filled with Bible level of greed. No, 100 is still high for a cami that I see on non-Mercari sites for $30, unless that is clearly what you paid for. I'm genuinely getting sick of this. So if this gets downvotes, at least I know which side of the argument is clearly mad about people having a problem. I have to say, I feel like a lot of people in this comment section are making some really good points, so let me read those out to you. Okay, so this is what user Alyssa had to say. I just feel like all this is a collector's war, and to see who can collect the most Sukapans or old rare Liz Lisa pieces in general. I can bet that most of these people don't even wear them, so it makes sense as to why they're letting all of these go, and to also scalp of course. And another user called Velvet Moon said, "I don't wear/buy Liz Lisa, but this is actually insane. Why do people want a studio down payment for one piece of clothing?" Which honestly, they are so right. Like some of these pieces are literally more expensive than my rent. User Independent Notes 662 said, "People are dying and some people think it's okay to charge $700 for these."
Diamond earring came up in the ocean and it's gone. And there's people that are dying.
And user Black Wizard Club says, "Holy hell. I remember when people used to ask if a Liz Lisa piece was loliable with adjustments and add-ons. Now this little set costs more than a new JSK. Never thought I'd see the day where Angelic Pretty was cheaper." Shaking my head. Like they are so right. You could buy brand new Lolita pieces with this type of money. Like it's insane. And you would be getting a piece that has a lot more details and is of higher quality. Liz Lisa is fast fashion, so to pay these prices for secondhand fast fashion is actually absurd. Alright, and the last comment I'm going to be reading is from Sheep Herder Large 2442. $700 for polyester pieces is insane. You could buy a sewing machine, thread, buttons, lace, and cotton fabric, learn to sew, and then make a better quality replica with custom sizing and details for a way lower cost. Like period sis, period. Like honestly, that is such a better investment than to spend $700 on a used skirt. Like, is it that good though? Is the skirt really that slay, that cunty? Like, I don't think so. But yeah, as you can see, this post resonated with a lot of the people in the community, as people are dead tired of these absurd markups, and listen, I don't blame them. I'm on the same boat with them. Okay, so which exact J fashion brands are being affected the worst. Because as we've seen so far, the price gouging on Liz Lisa pieces is definitely terrible. But from what I was able to gather online, it's mostly Gyeru and Jojifuku / Kawaii K brands that are being affected the most. Like you will see, they have the most out of reach prices on platforms like Depop and Vinted. The exact brands that have been affected the most by the Jflation are Liz Lisa, Mezzo Piano, Hysteric Glamour, Mini K, Jesus Diamante, Angel Blue, Axis Femme, Mars, and Dia, I would say. Yetu brands in particular, I feel like are affected the worst. Like, let's take a quick look of how much some of these pieces are going for on the Western secondhand market. Okay, first let's go ahead and check Vinted, because I know there's going to be some crazy prices on there. Let's see, maybe Mars, what comes up? Okay, this one is actually not too bad. 20 euros for 2 skirts. I feel like that's actually a pretty good price. This top is also cute. I don't know if it's actually Liz Lisa though. I don't think so. Also, the seller is like 1 star, so maybe not. Okay, this is 20. This is actually pretty low for a shirt. Oh, it's a fake. It's a dupe. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna like it though because it is actually pretty cute, even if it isn't real Mars. All right, can we find something that is not GIK, like actual original Mars? Okay, wait, is this original Mars? Actually, I'm not sure. Oh, this is also by the same scammy seller. Okay, no. We're not gonna count that then. What about this? Oh, wait, no, I think this is like the wrong way dupe. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, looks like there's actually a quilted bag by Mars. Oh, but it does have some peeling on it. Because if it was like in good condition for 30, I'd be like, okay, that's reasonable. But like, if it has all this peeling, girl, that's too high. Like, that's too high. Okay, I'm really having a difficult time with finding actual Mars pieces. Oh wait, okay. I guess the price for this is not that bad, but I don't know, just 50 for 1 skirt. Like, it's not that special. I feel like if it was like, you know, like 30, 25, I feel like that would be fair, but I don't know, just 50 for the skirt. Again, kind of seems a little high. It's actually really hard to find Mars on Vinted. Like, I'm not really finding that many examples. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to look for some Liz Lisa pieces because I'm not having very much luck with finding some Mars pieces, honestly. 40 for this actually seems okay. Again though, I feel like this, wait, hold on. Oh no, okay, it says 1 button is missing. Girl, and you're charging 40 for this? There's a button missing and you're charging 40 euros for this. Now that I know that there's a button missing, this should really be like 10, 15, like not 40. Come on now. All right, let's see if we can find some other older Liz Lisa pieces because most of these that I'm seeing are more like Jirai, K, Duro Sangata, like that type of vibes. Oh my god, why is this 124? What brand is this Liz Lisa? Jesus Christ. 124? Okay, that's quite expensive. I think this is like a newer piece though, so. Okay, let's see this piece. This looks like definitely an older piece. Is it in okay condition? Okay, so this one is actually fair. Like 17 euros for this is actually not a bad price. So I mean, if anyone is watching this, go get this. If this is your style, obviously. Okay, we found another overpriced piece. Like what the hell? 90 for this? My guy, what is so special about this that you would pay 90 bucks for secondhand fast fashion? Like, this is not even that special. It doesn't have like crazy details on the front of it. It's just like a normal cami. Why are you charging that much? Okay, I also want to check Mezzo Piano too. Mostly you find a lot of dupes on Vinted. Like, it's kind of hard to come by like the real pieces. Let's see. Is this a real piece? Or no, maybe this is a dupe. Yeah, I think this might be a dupe, but I'll like it because it is cute. See, like 39 for a pencil case? That's kind of absurd pricing, not gonna lie. Is this real Mezzo Piano? No, okay, this is unofficial too. Okay, let's see. Is this one real? This looks real. I mean, the embroidery looks nice on it. It's 45 for size 170. It's a little high, but it's not that bad compared to what I was expecting. Jeez, this top is cute, but 40, man, that just seems like a lot. Like, I swear, like, I don't know, 3 years ago, I could have gotten this stuff for like 15 bucks on Mercari Japan, maybe even lower. It's definitely difficult though to find like legit pieces. Okay, wait, this one, 40. It's size 130. I don't know who's gonna fit into a top like this, because at least like the t-shirts are kind of stretchy, but for a top like this, the material doesn't seem that stretchy, so literally can only fit a child, and they're asking for 40. These prices depress me. Okay, I think I'm also gonna try to check like Depop in the US, because I feel like Vinted in Europe has some decent prices. Like you can still find some stuff that is like okay, but I remember even like 2 years ago when I was still living in the US and I would check Depop, you would find stuff at insane prices, so let's check and see. Okay, let's check on Depop for maybe like Dia. Let's see what the prices are. Okay, so starting off, we have a shirt that's about 80 US dollars. Whoa, okay, this is pretty expensive. I mean, at least it looks like it's in good condition, but Jesus, 80 bucks for this. You would find the same top like from a different brand in Europe for like literally like 10, 15 euros. Like that's insane. Oh my God. $210 for this fucking belt? Have you people lost your damn minds? I mean, it's cute as hell, don't get me wrong, but $210? And it's in 5 people's bags too, that's crazy. There's also this one that's $242. Again, the belt. Stunning. I have to say it's freaking stunning, but like $242? Holy shit. And actually a bit more because it has 20 cents added to it. But I mean, it's super cool, but it's not even in like the best condition. It seems like it's like peeling. 100 bucks? Is this Dia too? I mean, they're cute, but not that cute. Spending 100 bucks. It's in 8 people's bags. What's wrong with you people? Who's adding this to their carts? I'm sorry though, this literally looks like Shein. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. This just looks like fast fashion. 105 bucks? For this hoodie? I mean, the design is cute, but like, 105? Okay, I'm curious about like Hysteric Glamour. How much are they charging for this? $84? $79? Okay, I was about to say, okay, so far it's not that bad, but like... And these are just like graphic tees. There's nothing special added to these. There's no like intricate details, no cool embroideries. 84 bucks these people are asking? $100? $58? $70? 74? 100? Oh. Brother. These people think that they're like selling gold. $142. Hold on, I need to click on this. Price is firm. Okay. Again, it's in 5 people's bags. What the hell? Who is bagging this? This is just like a plain graphic tee. You could so easily DIY this. Okay, maybe I'll try to look for like Jesus Diamante now. Let's just look at the prices for this too. What is this? Is this Jesus Diamante? No, it's not. Okay. I don't know what brand that is actually. It looks kind of like Liz Lisa. This? Oh, okay. This doesn't have a brand. What the hell? Can I find actual Jesus Diamante pieces? $473 for a tra-la-la piece? Are you freaking kidding me? $473? Jesus. You really can't find that much though, Jesus Diamante. Jeez. Like, it's definitely become really hard to find. Oh my God. $473? I mean, it's adorable. Love the shade of blue, the lace, the bow, the pearls, the florals. Love all that, but almost $500 you're charging for a freaking dress? If they were charging like $200, I'd be like, all right, it's brand new with tags, it's in mint condition, but almost $500? Girl, you're crazy. You're crazy. Okay. I think I've seen enough. And it's not just the Western resellers anymore, like even the Japanese sellers have caught on. Like back in 2022 or 2023, Mercari Japan was the place to score affordable J fashion pieces. You could find the sweetest looking Liz Lisa skirt or a whimsical access femme blouse without totally breaking the bank. But now, The prices on there are climbing just as high as the Western resale market. If sellers realize they can make way more money on these clothes, of course they're going to take that chance. With the Japanese market being flooded with absurd prices, a lot of people started looking to Thai sellers. But sadly, that didn't really work out either. Now a bunch of Thai sellers are inflating prices too, and some are even teaming up with Western Depop resellers. And do you want to know what's the most annoying part? At first, it feels like you're saving, since the Thai baht isn't as strong as the dollar, pound, or euro. But once you actually do the conversion, you realize, wait a second, this is basically the same price as buying from a Western seller. And on top of that, you're stuck paying extra for shipping and maybe even custom fees. And it's not just Thai sellers. I've also seen Vietnamese sellers do the exact same shit, which is honestly so disappointing. Honestly, some of these Thai and Vietnamese sellers feel even worse than Depop resellers because they're literally enabling them. Some will even sell pieces directly to Depop resellers beforehand and let them reuse the same pictures. Like, just try to tell me that's not shady as hell. And here's the part that really irks me. The cost of living in Thailand or Vietnam isn't nearly as high as in the US or UK. So while $300 might not sound that wild in America, over there that's more than enough to cover most or all of their rent. Yet we're seeing these sellers list things for $200, $300, even $500, which, let's be real, is straight up Western Depop pricing. It's ridiculous and has gotten way out of hand. And another thing that is just so obnoxious about these scalpers is they're not only slapping insane prices on their listings, but now they're also taking quote-unquote offers. Like, I've seen some people that put up posts saying, taking offers, and then they just let the listing sit there forever, basically waiting until someone finally drops a $600 offer. And honestly, I just want to know, who in the hell are these people making these insanely high offers? Like, in this economy, my sister in Christ, I'm out here stressing over grocery prices, and somehow there are people dropping hundreds of dollars on a polyester set from the 2000s. What really gets me though is how wild some of these prices are, especially when you remember a lot of this stuff was mass produced in the first place. Like, the only J-fashion items that really make sense to sell for a higher price are Lolita pieces, especially if it's like old school brands like Angelic Pretty or Baby the Star Shine Bright, because at least they're built to last, maybe some are harder to find now, and sometimes some pieces are even limited edition. Like, if these pieces are more expensive, then I can understand. But is Lisa going for luxury prices? That's honestly hilarious to me, which leads up to my next point. People acting like these clothes are damn designer. I swear to God, I feel like people treat secondhand J-fashion as if it's designer now. And you know what? It's not even just J-fashion, this is just happening to thrifting as a whole. Now you've got people with big money who suddenly only shop curated vintage, like it's some kind of luxury flex or something, which is absolutely hilarious because these are the exact same people who used to bully anyone who shopped at thrift stores. Like, it's so ironic. I saw a Reddit post talking about this exact issue, so let me just read it to you. Okay, and the title says, "So, we're trading designer for fast fashion now?" Genuinely burst out laughing when I saw this. I am so sorry. Liz Lisa is no way worth trading for an actual designer item like Gucci, ... Hell, even brands like Jesus Diamante or La Parfait that were considered higher brands is pushing it, ... This is designer, ... crying emoji. I can't believe people are this desperate. We are downgrading. No, because I seriously cannot believe it either. Like, are there actual people trading Liz Lisa pieces or other J-fashion brands for like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Miu Miu, like these brands? I mean, they're all kind of fast fashion in a way, let's just say that, but like, one has a really high price tag and the other is like, you know, maybe mid-tier if even. Okay, so this one user wrote, "This is so silly to do, especially because it feels like these people keep pushing the agenda that these old J-fashion pieces are worth hundreds of dollars. And a lot of the times I'm wondering whether they actually like the pieces they're getting and really are desperate, or they just want to show off on the fact that they own a certain item. Like, sure, being happy that you have it and wanting to share it is one thing, but I see a trend of a lot of those on Depop just making a collection of stuff they own. Like, what is the point?" The last part of that comment is so true. Like, I genuinely don't understand why people make those like collection posts on Depop. Like, bro, if you're not gonna sell it, then don't post it. Like, you're just cluttering the feed. But like, I understand why they do it because they're trying to make other people jealous of what they have, which I mean, it's just so childish and immature. Like, grow up. I don't know though, it is crazy that people want to trade like Liz Lisa for actual designer pieces. Like, are you even thinking about what you're doing right now? Like, Another thing I've noticed these past few years is the wave of trend hoppers flooding into J fashion and even just alternative fashion. I'm honestly so tired of people just jumping into styles not because they genuinely like them, but because they don't want to feel like left out or something. Or another thing that really annoys me is when people take an already existing style, slap a new name onto it, and then they act like they've invented something new. Like, look at what's happening with the Romagyeru and Himekaji substyles. In online spaces, people have watered it down and started calling it shoujo girl, which first of all makes zero sense because shoujo already means girl in Japanese. So the name literally translates to girl. It's giving chai tea energy, where chai already means tea in Hindi. Now sure, we could argue about whether shoujo girl deserves to be considered its own separate style, but honestly, to me, it just looks like modern coquette or dollette fashion with a new label thrown on top. I don't see it as being different enough from modern coquette or even modern himekaji to stand on its own as a completely separate style. Anyways, going back to trend hoppers, I swear, it's like trend chasing has become the default. If you look back at any point in history, there's always been a certain style or trend that was considered the it thing of that era. Think Beanie Babies in the 90s or Cabbage Patch Kids in the 80s. But now it feels like every few months there's a brand new thing to hype, and before you even blink, it's already tossed aside. Like, do you guys remember when everyone was obsessed with Stanley Cups? Nobody even talks about them anymore. Even the Labubu craze feels like it's already starting to die down, which is wild because a few months ago, people were spending hundreds of dollars to get a hold of a plastic toy. Which brings me to my next point. Whenever a trend pops up, it feels like people instantly start hoarding whatever's popular, and then they'll turn around and be like, no, I'm just a collector. Bestie, that's not collecting. That's hoarding. Like, I totally get wanting to own a few cute skirts or a salopet or two, but buying clothes just so you can flex in online groups about how many pieces you've got or how much money you blew on them? Yeah, that's a whole different story. The greed really gets under my skin because what do you mean you're only buying something to make others jealous? I just don't understand this mentality whatsoever. Like, if I buy something, I buy it because I truly like it. I don't buy it because I'm trying to please other people. If you love J fashion, here's how you can help fight back so then hopefully one day maybe we can go back to secondhand pieces that don't cost an arm and a leg. The first thing is to step back and think, do I truly want this item or is it just FOMO? Honestly, I think moments like these are a good time to pause and reflect before hitting buy. Ask yourself, will I actually wear this long term? Will I still love it next year? Or am I just obsessed with this now because I keep seeing it on social media? How will I feel about this piece once it's no longer trendy and fewer people are talking about it? And most importantly, is it worth the financial hit or am I just letting hype push me into overspending? That whole mindset of, oh my god, it'll take me a million years to find this again. I should just grab it now, is exactly what capitalism thrives on. It feeds that fear of missing out and makes us think we need to spend it immediately. Beyond just, it's rare and I might not see it again, you might find yourself stressing less about your purchases and feeling happier with your wardrobe in the long run. And don't get me wrong, you shouldn't beat yourself up if you've caved before to buy your dream item. Like, come on, we've all done it at least once. Like, for an example, I have spent $90 on damn Mabu slippers because I wanted those damn bitches so bad for so many years. And when they finally showed up on Mercari Japan, I was like, oh my lord. And when I saw the price, I was like, okay, this is ridiculous to pay this much for things I'm not going to even wear outside of the house, but you don't understand. I'm crazy about Mabu. I don't know why. I still have these damn slippers and I honestly don't think I'll ever part with them because, like, to me, they're sacred. However, my usual J fashion buys are not insanely pricey like that. Personally, I'd feel awful if my entire wardrobe was built around overpriced impulse buys. So I try to be intentional when it comes to the clothes I buy now. If you can afford buying something expensive that genuinely brings you joy, that's one thing. But I just have to say that you should try and stay mindful. Try not to let social media hype or FOMO override your personal values and goals. Building a wardrobe you truly love takes patience and time, and that's totally okay. Okay, and my next point, we need to hold resellers accountable and not buy from them if we can. Because these ridiculous prices didn't just come out of nowhere. They've only gotten this high because resellers know they have power over people who are desperate for specific pieces. Like, if nobody cared about hunting down a certain Liz Lisa cami, the price wouldn't be sky high. But with Himekaji and other J fashion styles blowing up in popularity thanks to socials, the whole supply and demand game game has gotten totally out of control. The only way for secondhand prices to go back to normal is if we stop feeding into it. That means calling out inflated listings, refusing to support scalpers, and instead buying from fair price sellers who are actually active in the jfashion community. Because if no one's paying those crazy markups, eventually resellers will have to lower their prices just to make a profit. And for my next point, we need to support emerging jfashion brands directly. Unfortunately, it's become too expensive to buy branded pieces secondhand now, so we need to skip the scalpers and buy straight from smaller brands when possible. There are so many jfashion brands out there making pieces just as adorable as the iconic ones from the 2000s and 2010s. I'm actually thinking of maybe making like a Google Doc of all the jfashion brands that I know of so far, because I feel like it would be very helpful for a lot of people. So if you guys are interested, please let me know in the comments below and I will get to working on that. Okay, now I totally get that not everyone can afford to buy from small brands since they are usually a bit pricier. You can always try DIYing or upcycling your accessories and clothes. Personally, I do not know how to sew, but I would love to learn. But I've still made my own jewelry and upcycle pieces by either painting on them or adding cute things like bows, spikes, or studs. Like I'll put on the screen now some pieces that I've made. And if you do want to learn how to sew, there are so many tutorials online to help you get started. And one more thing, if you decide to buy fast fashion, please try to keep it occasional and only pick pieces that you know you'll get a lot of wear out of. That way you're not overbuying clothes that end up getting tossed after only a couple of wears and eventually piling up in a landfill. The current state of the secondhand J-fashion market can definitely feel discouraging, but I think it's important that we stay hopeful and actually work towards change in the community. We can't keep giving greedy resellers a reason to hoard all of these iconic pieces. One of the best ways to avoid these inflated prices is by trading pieces within your local community or with others online. I've done a lot of trades with people in the past, and honestly, it's such a fun and rewarding experience. And if you're new to J-fashion, I recommend mixing in non-branded items with DIY pieces, as it's a great way to build your wardrobe without breaking the bank. So what do you guys think about this whole J-flation situation? Like, let me know in the comments. And if you guys have any other tips on what we can do to stop this craziness, like, please let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching. And before I go, let me send you off with a heart, and heart to all of you. And I'll see you soon, cutie.